From the time that I've known you now, the network that you have and the knowledge that you are looking for and have been searching and finding in this like space is more than where you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Like you got untapped talent at this point.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, but I'm also at the point where I'm tired of it. I want some respect put on my name now.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm the dude like who, you know, people are surprised when they meet because I work at this bar that doesn't necessarily reflect how much I know, where I've been, who I know, what I'm capable of doing. It becoming the end of this year and like next year, just right around the corner, I want my fucking flowers now, and I want my respect put on my goddamn name.
Shit.
So like, I want to be at the bar when people walk in and people, you know, be like, of course, you know, yeah, not like, oh wow, like you're a really good bartender, you're a mixologist. What are you doing here? Like, I'm sick of that shit now. I don't want to be a secret anymore. I want to be him. So
he's like, I want to shine.
I want to shine. You know, it's like I'm a peacock. You gotta let me let me fly here. You know. Hey, welcome back to the other side of the glass. We're doing about episode 3 now. 3. This is episode 4.
Episode 4.
Yeah,
episode 4.
We on episode 4 now.
Here.
Hey, you know what?
It's your boy Ronnie.
It's your boy Joewell. We up in a different type of setting that we usually have. My boy Ronnie kind of in between places right now. Just got a new job, just grinding and stuff like that. But we're still trying to crank it out for you guys. So yeah.
Yeah, man.
You have a good shift though?
It was cool, bro. For
like a Wednesday, relatively.
It's my 3rd Wednesday there. You know what I mean? Okay. I don't really have much to compare it to, but I'm enjoying it for the fact that it's not SB2 on a weekend.
Something new, something refreshing.
You know what I mean? People are like, and they've dropped hints. They're like, yo, so you say you off some Sundays? Like, I know they try to see if I'm trying to pick up shifts during like nah, dog. Like, I just want this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
So she's asking you if you want more shifts or
nah, the universe is telling me that they want me. They're like, want me to bring it up, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Conversations get nudged in that direction. I quickly pivot. Like, you know what I mean? Nah, bro. Like, we're not doing that.
No. Whatever my availability is, it's that.
Yeah, bro. I mean, and that goes vice versa, bro. Because I realize, like, honestly, I'm fully bought into where I'm working at, but it's just one of those, like, I'm more bought into my own shit, and the only way my own shit gets developed is by me being strict with the time that I got.
Yeah. You have to be like that.
You feel me? That's why I dropped the whole lead position, bro. I was like, I'm cool off being a lead there. I don't need the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because once you become that lead, you know, you kind of, it becomes with responsibilities.
You on call,
you know, it comes with obligations and stuff like that.
And none of the power.
Yeah, absolutely.
And none of the power. So yeah. Nah, I mean, I feel you. Maybe for me, not to the extent of like, you know.
Yeah, but I definitely get that one too, though, where it's like, you know, hey, you know what? You're so good at this, you know, we're just going to keep you here because, you know.
And it sucks, bro, because I see that happening with, you know what I mean, with one of our barbacks right now. Like,
I know what you're talking about.
It is one of those.
You're talking about Cat, right?
What's up?
You're talking about that cat, right? The kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it's one of those, like, he puts in work, but it's one of those, like, they've already instilled in his head, like, you're not getting moved up anytime soon. Like, we need you to get all these guys ready. And I'm just like, I see that, and it just hella reminds me of my busing days. I'm just like, fuck.
See, me, like, I'm not a real big fan of that, you know, and this is me being not a fan of just, like, and obviously not owning a business or, you know, being a manager of really anything, but, like, I if I had my own shit, like, you know, I've been a big believer in, like, you know, promoting from within and, like, of course, always having a pipeline for, like, you know, okay, this person I want, if they want it to one day be this. So, you know, although he might be a good trainer for being a busser or a barback or anything like that, I need to make sure that, you know, I'm training his replacement as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just going to be me pulling him and me having this void. Like, you know.
At that point, you're like squeezing the energy out of one individual.
Yeah,
until like they got nothing else.
I just feel like it kind of just sends the wrong message to the rest of the staff, to anybody who does get hired and stuff.
I mean, for sure people see that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those, one thing I will say that, like, the fact that I came in on this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm not stepping on nobody's toes. Like, I came into the shifts nobody wants. Because the people whose permanent job this is, it's like, bro, I ain't trying to be a sushi on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I want the Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm sure they were hiring for those days too. It's like, this is exactly what we're looking to fill.
Oh, yeah, bro. But it's one of those, I also, like, it's crazy walking in and you talk about, like, damn, I don't know where the fuck I was going. I had another thought just crossed my head. But, because this chick had came in, and just came in like, this is where I was going with it. As far as being new at a place, you know what I mean? And then being able to peep like who's been here for a long, like who holds weight around here versus who's also like, you know what I mean? Bro, this chick came in like fucking like just a gust of wind, just boom, fucking, hey, where the charger at? Let me grab this. Boom. I turn around, I'm like, oh, you run shit here, huh? She's like,
yeah.
She's like, oh yeah, baby, you know, this is just what I do. It's just boom, in, out, whatever, right? And it's just crazy to see those. And then there's a couple people that got hired at the same time as me, and it's just everyone's just
see. That's tricky because
around.
like I've definitely those people. I've been new at every job. Everyone's been new at one point, But every time I'm new, like those people always, kind of. I ain't gonna lightweight intimidate me when I come in, like they come in, but then I've always
everybody knows.
But then I've always found more times than not, those are the people that management is like had it with. Like they're like just like, don't worry about them. Like
they just do their own thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's one of those you've been there long enough. Like they just
and surprisingly, surprisingly, those are the folks that always get let go, and then you're just kind of like it just kind of sets the tone like, oh fuck, they willing to fire so and so. I thought they were comfortable, or I thought they were set. See, that's probably the problem.
You can't get comfortable. That's a key word what you said, bro. It's that comfortability in this industry. I've seen so many people get lax. But I remember I brought on somebody, one of the very first. I ain't gonna say his name, but he know who he is, bro. Brought him on, and literally was great because I worked with him at at improv and shit. So it's like I seen his work ethic. Granted, I was like, there are times he slacks off a bit, but fuck it, we can work on something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This dude comes on and at first, doing what he got to do, bar back in, handling business, showing up on time. And then probably like maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks into it, because, you get a couple weekends, you start seeing the females, you start seeing the sauce, like you coming in a little more fitted to your shift.
Yeah.
Then it's just like this dude is just chopping it up and kicking it. It's like, my boy, you a bar back, bro. Why the fuck aren't you cleaning shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You leaned over the bar.
Not you leaned over, girl, bro. That's like, if it's gonna be any leaning, it's by me. All right. You working so I can lean.
And even then, bro, it's like, my boy, you looked mad comfortable. Elbows on the bar.
Yeah, like how am I like there's no reason why I should be sweating and you comfortable. Like this is absurd.
But yeah, man, it was just one of those, like, it got to his head, bro. So I've seen that happen with like new. It's like being new is like this weird, and it's hard too, because it's like when you have experience and you've done what you're coming here to do, hearing like the same, all right, man, so this is what I need from you. It's like,
yeah,
I gotta bite my tongue. Like I got it. I didn't get into it, but I had something similar with like, my GM now, not in a bad way, but it was one of those like, she was telling me what she expected, but it was one of those like, bro, like I just told you, like I've done this, bro. Like let me just do it.
Yeah,
let me cook. Let me cook.
Yeah, especially, I mean, I could see that coming from the type of bar that you work at. I mean, obviously worked that for the past few years and going into the type of place that this is now.
Yeah.
They can't be really asking you to do anything that's out of the ordinary for where you're currently at.
Bro, but peep this. So like, since I've been there, I've redone their liquor room. I've redone their like both the fridges. I've like rearranged like damn near a lot of shit. And she's just over here like, damn, bro, like this is crazy. Like I've been working on syrups and just like, you know what I mean? Just kind of like getting more crafty. Just I got nothing but free time, bro. Like you feel me? Let's fucking chop up different fruits. Like you know what I mean? Do the whole little thing with the sugar. I don't know what that process is called, but that shit's been like. So now they're talking about, hopefully, knock on wood, you know what I mean? I get to do something with their bar program.
Yeah, hopefully it gets received well, because a lot of times it could be looked at as like, oh man, this dude's out here doing the most.
But here's the thing, nobody's there to see this because I'm by myself.
Okay, so now it's gonna be like, now the real test of like, who's who, or because
let me tell you this, bro. Imagine somebody new comes in, right? And you're working at a spot, shit's disorganized and all that. And you just walk into your shift and everything's organized. Are you just not going to be like, let me just not mess this up?
No, well, I'm not. I am, but I'm taking credit for it.
I mean, you can.
No, I'm not going to do that.
But like, I feel you, bro.
But like, I mean, like, what's to stop? Like, like, hey, like, yeah, it's clean. Like, yeah, or this is what you're supposed to do. Like, and if I get credit for, my shift being clean.
To be honest, I'm not doing it for nothing other than.
Are you bar backing there?
We don't got a bar back.
Are you just? Oh, so you're just low totem pole bartender, or
over there?
Yeah,
bro. I'm the bar back, the bartender, the bar back, the server. I'm just on the floor. So I'm running everything by myself.
Okay,
you know what I mean.
But everyone else does the same thing, or is
nobody else is on the shift with me except for one other server.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, no, I guess
like they want me to work weekends, and I'm like, nah.
What's your title?
Oh, I'm just a bartender, bro. I don't need nothing.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Got it.
But there's like 2 other bartenders. Like we're super low staff, bro.
Okay.
Like they got servers that bartend that, you know what I mean? Like they don't got like a bar back. Like I think we got 1 bar back that we need.
That's a luxury we can't really like afford right now.
You feel me? I mean, shit. Let's get some bartenders before we worry about getting some bar backs.
No, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That kind of. I mean, that's that does suck that, you know, you kind of came into that type of environment. But at the same time, I think you're really well equipped because of the environment that you're coming from.
100%. That's why, bro, like this whole thing, it's super fucking easy, bro. It's slow as shit.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? There was a point, my GM came out and she seen, like, you know what I mean? I had like, 5 tables? Like a couple 2 tops, a 3 top, and a single. Like, she's like, yo, you need help? Are you good? I'm like, I'm chilling. Like, everybody's cool. Everybody's been touched, talked.
Like, all right, cool. See you in another 2 weeks. You know, I think you got this.
You know what I mean?
Is the management good there? I mean, are they
Fuck yeah, bro. Okay. Shout out to my GM. You know what I mean? Nicole cool as fuck. Baby's cool as fuck. Like, yeah. Everybody's just in their pocket doing their thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
As long as things are getting done, it seems like, you know.
You feel me?
The pressure is not as much as the other places would
100%. Be. Like, if I was a PM bartender, like, I feel like, I mean, even then, bro, if I, like, just coming from SB2 and then improv before that, like,
oh, man.
None of this shit really
improv was boot camp from what I heard, yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Prior to us starting this podcast, you were talking to, you had just regular that you just left with at the new spot, right?
Yeah.
And she just kind of stumbled on in and you were like, you kind of got a little tipsy and stuff like that, but she offered to be on the show, right?
Yeah.
So kind of to just like, to talk about that just a little more as far as, you know, having these regulars that we come in contact with and like how much our social battery is available for those that are in our lives. I came across this meme the other day and it said something like, why would I go, well, like it was kind of like a bartender dating meme and it's like, why would I go on one why would I want to go on one shitty date when I can go on 7 at the same time? Yeah. And it got me thinking about, yeah, right. Like, and it got me thinking like as bartenders, like, you know, that's just kind of part of the job and stuff like that. It's like, you know, we're over here, you know, having multiple conversations, having multiple interactions. And it got me thinking about my own social battery and social capacity for other people outside of being at work. Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, it's very low. You know, there's a lot that I'm not willing to put up with because I'm not at work. I'm not getting paid.
Yeah.
But because I'm out in the wild, you know, how does that work for you, especially, you know, working with 2 jobs now, you think?
You talking about like running into people outside of work?
Or just having to deal with anybody in any type of way, any type of interaction outside of work?
I've realized like for me, like I've been able to like hyper pinpoint when I get pissed off. And that is literally Friday, Saturdays between the hours of 10:30 and 1:30. Outside of that, bro, like I realized like my mood and my energy that I receive is just based off of how I'll come in.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So 9 times out of 10, I just try to have a positive day and it all starts with how I wake up. I'm not trying to get too preachy and all that shit, but it's just one of those like, I realize
power positivity is a real thing.
Yeah. As long as I move that way, my shift is going to be cool. My interactions is going to be dope. I'm able to talk to different people about what I do, what they do. You know what I mean? Get to know people. It's just those 2 days from the hours of 10:30 till 1:30.
Yeah.
It's just fuck everybody right now.
Yeah. So, I mean,
respectfully.
Yeah. Right? So when you do have free time, like, because I know you got 2 jobs now and, you know, that time is very few and far in between. Do you carry that same energy, you know, while going out and doing everyday tasks or hanging out with friends when that does happen? Or, you know, just.
To be honest, bro, like, as boring as this sounds, like I don't really kick it with people.
Yeah, I mean,
like, and in this social age, me kicking it is like I'll chop it up with people. Like I'll call up people. Like I'll talk to my mom on the phone, my friends on the phone. Like, you know what I mean? People like that. But like me giving my physical time, there's I can only count on like one hand people that like get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because majority of the time I'm out in the world, and then when I'm back in, I like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to make something happen with this 2Coin TV thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that requires its own set of 30 hours a week. You know what I mean?
Right on.
So it's just one of those, by the time all that's done, what's left over is like, I'll go hit the gym. Then after that, it's like, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Like I just got an apartment, bro. Like I'm trying to, like, I spend so much time in the world. I'm trying to enjoy this right now.
Do you think maybe maybe all that, aside from, you know, having your goals and stuff, is a result of having these interactions at work already, you know?
100.
Like, because I think as human beings, we naturally most people naturally want to gravitate towards these human interactions. Yeah. And stuff. But we get them all the time.
I would definitely say, I think I get where you're going with this. Like, I will definitely say these interactions over the years have, one, for sure helped me develop as a human, develop personally, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they've also, like, I feel like in a weird way, nourished me when I felt depleted. You know what I mean? Interacting with other humans, that energy transfer, like on days that I just don't have it, in moments of my life, like whether that's a period of 3, 4, 5, 6 months, a year, whatever, you know what I mean? Having this constant, like, since always being in this industry, like constantly interacting with people, I feel like has helped like my energy.
Yeah. And I feel like that's kind of just the appeal of being in this industry in general. It's like one of the things when people like think about, well, maybe I should try bartending or maybe I should do serving is that, you know, one of the plus side to it being like I get to, you know, meet interesting people on a daily or just more often than I would in my everyday life.
Like you said, instead of one date, 7 shitty dates, bro. It's a game of numbers at the end of the day, bro. Like, and that goes for anything you're trying to get out of from behind that bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even today, like and it's crazy too. It's always like the people you think like, nah, they ain't gonna have nothing dope to talk about. They end up having the most in common with you.
Bro, like I've been having a dead ass bar, and then I'm just like mentally, I'm just like, man, I'm just counting down the hours till I get out of here, and then it'd be the person that comes in, orders just one drink, and then next thing you know, you're over here exchanging information because the motherfuckers are just hella cool.
Nah, facts, bro.
You're just like, bro, I fuck with you tough, or like this and that, like that's the kind of shit I live for. It doesn't happen all the time, by the way. I mean, it's happened a lot over the years, and I met some of the most incredible people that I normally wouldn't have. But you know, those type of little things that kind of just reminds me of like, man, like, you know, this is what I do. Like this is what's up.
Yeah, but yeah. So going back to what you was just about to ask.
Oh yeah. So one of my good friends, Amy Ward, shout out to Amy Ward, was on a show the other day, and she had this little quote that's been floating around the internet for a lot of bartenders that have been reposting and things like that. And it reads, you know, and it definitely got me thinking a lot. And it kind of goes hand in hand with like the whole social capacity thing. Yeah. It's saying we are still in a tipped wage industry. It makes people put up with behaviors they normally wouldn't because their wages depend on it.
For sure.
Do you think that because our livelihood and, you know, our just everything, our well-being is so wrapped up in, you know, being tipped adequately that it is skewed, and does it affect how much we're willing to put up with from guests or customers? I think yes.
I mean, bro, 100%. I would just say the more experience that you have in it, and especially for you to become more successful, you got to just lean into the law of averages, bro. Like, you can deal with a bullshit asshole customer and it's like, boom, you got your 25% out of it. But that 25%, now he feels like he's bought disrespect and bought time for, like, you know what I mean? To just, whenever he wants to come in and cut in front of other people. So I would rather him just give me 0, pay his tab, and then the next person give me 20.
Bro, there's so many times I've just like, especially, and this just might be because I'm just so jaded. And I've been in this industry a long time. That I'm just like, you know what, man? I'd rather you just give me nothing. And just like, if it means you just walk away right now, you know? But that's just kind of the luxury and not the luxury, but that's just the privilege that I have now. Just
experience,
and the experience that I have, like and that's my choice. You know, I'm also somebody who is single and has no kids. Nobody really depending on me. So
you can't afford to.
I can't afford that. However, I you know, for like a single mom who's a waitress at an IHOP and, you know, is trying to support.
That's different.
You know, I mean, yeah, exactly.
But I'll say this too. Also, it's a difference between bartending and serving too.
Okay.
Like we have the capacity to not deal with shit. Like, or the ability to not deal with shit. You know what I mean?
Do you say it? Are you saying that in a way because a bartender kind of commands a shift differently than a server?
100%. Because a server, I mean, it's in the title itself. We were talking about it in an earlier pod. Like, you're a server. You're my servant. That's how people think about it. You know what I mean?
And this is why I can never.
Versus, it's like bartender. This is the guy that's tending the bar. Like,
I'm tending to the bar, and you're coming to me because I'm the gatekeeper of basically you and getting. Yeah, you're fun. You and getting a drink.
Literally. So it's one of those, you got to watch how you come to a bartender.
Yeah, I mean, everyone.
Versus, it's like, server. Where the fuck's my server at?
Right. I mean, I think you know, for the most part, the idea is, or like the way our society set up is that everyone wants to be friends with the bartender.
Yeah.
At first, you know, and whether that happens or not, completely. I mean, a lot of factors go into play because I'm not going to just sit here and pretend like, you know, I mean, our shit don't stink. I mean, it goes completely into based off how the customer, you know, acts and continues to act while they're there at the bar. Yeah. But also, like, you know, on your bartender as well, you know, whether or not they're in the mood to receive, whether or not they're in the mood to want to be there at all. So, that could definitely affect the overall experience that you'll have. However, so, okay, let's go back to then just the whole bartender thing. I'll put server out of the equation. Yeah. If I'm a bartender, I'm still a single mother, know? I still got kids and stuff like that.
They just move differently, bro.
Yeah.
Like the lady that you just described, now you picture her in your head.
Yeah.
You think she's just putting up with shit?
I mean, she might sometimes. I think it depends on the bar too. Like, because if I don't have a lot of
bartenders are feisty, bro.
They are for sure. But let's say like
they deal with a lot of shit.
Let's say it's at a bar that's like, a franchise restaurant.
Okay, like a cheesecake.
Cheesecake. I'm a bartender at Cheesecake. I know that I have very little backing and very little power as opposed to the bartender that works at the dive bar down the street. The bartender that works at the dive bar down the street can throw a motherfucker out if she's looked at funny. I'm at Cheesecake, bro. I'm going to have to put up with some shit.
Yeah, nah, you're right. You're right. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, right.
It's a location. Location is a big thing.
Yeah.
Damn. But I mean, it's still like to a certain extent too, like as a bartender, when a manager gets called over, you're getting the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to think so.
In most cases, I mean, you're not wrong because my only experience of dealing with customers from a bartender perspective is really SB2 and now sushi. You know what I mean? I've never bartended at a corporate location, so I don't know how much the managers is going to be like.
Right? How were the Cheesecake bar? Not Cheesecake. How were the Spaghetti Factory bar managers toward their bartenders? Did you find that they had
them motherfuckers used to go on trips together and shit, bro? Like, okay, they were damn near part of the management team.
Drop their names. No, I'm just kidding. It's funny. Okay, so I just came to my mind right now. I know a manager from Cheesecake, not Cheesecake. I keep saying Cheesecake. Old Spag, bro. Yeah. Ooh. Fuck. God. I don't know their name. It doesn't matter because I wouldn't want to name drop them anyway. But we'll talk about it after. Because it's like one of my old regulars. His son. One of my old regulars from the Brit. Like his dad would. He would come there all the time, and it was his son that was one of the managers there, and he hated it so much. And then he got transferred to Denver, and then he ended up quitting.
Damn.
So, yeah.
Yeah, transferred to the Denver location?
To the Denver location, yeah. Then he ended up quitting. So
see, that was the other thing too. Like, no hate to people that are in corporate like spots for hella long and just even that position. But like, bro, like I just never could see myself being like 40, 50. Just like, yep, been at Spag for 30 years. 35, got my pin. Like,
so like talking about like a GM. I've been a GM for 30 years, or like I've been at a restaurant, worked my way up, and then I'm over 30 years.
First off, 30 years in a single restaurant is crazy to me. But at least if you a GM, it's like cool.
I mean, at least you're a GM, but it's like
especially maybe it's like shit. You come from, you know what I mean, overseas or from a different country, and you worked your way up from, you know what I mean. Cool, I get that story, but it's just like if you just been a server from the ages of 20 and now you 55 and you still serving like.
Yeah, man, that's pretty. I mean,
at the same spot, like
yeah, I get really bored easily. I think a lot of people just, not just our industry, but just in general, kind of get bored with doing the same thing over and over and over.
With repetition and shit.
The restaurant and the bar is no different. As far as like going down the managerial path, I did that route. I was on salary and stuff like that.
Was it worth it?
Man, it's tough, bro, because like at times. The plus side was, okay, I was having consistent income, but I'm still putting up with the same shit that I was doing before, except, there was no room for like getting more. I could be I can go above and beyond in my job, helping out my team, helping out this person. And at the end of the day, like, unless I move the numbers, to get a bonus, all I got to be was just a cool manager or a good manager at the end of the day, right? That's all I have to. That's all I had to show for.
Not to put your business out there, but like, how much were you making?
I was making at the time $65K.
See, and then
and then taxes.
Yeah, so it's like you could just bartend and make that like
It's just not enough, bro. Like I my checks would maybe like look like almost 2,000 every like what was 2 weeks? 2 weeks, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. This was back in 2000, maybe 2016, 17. Yeah.
I just know the thought of only getting 2,000 every 2 weeks. It's like, what motivates you to keep going?
And so that's the thing, like, and I was bartending prior to that. And like, it'd be having its ups and downs before for sure, but it would be like, way strict. It would be way more than that. but not that less than that. And I'm like, I don't have to work. I don't have to clock in 50 hours a week.
Yeah.
You know, I get to still have fun.
Like,
at my
bro,
job.
you're essentially talking about like you could easily clear a rack a week in bartending.
Easy, bro.
You know what I mean?
Easy.
And you telling me I'm getting 2 racks, I'm getting a rack a week to be a manager?
Yeah.
And,
and you know the type of shit that they have to deal with, dude. Like, I mean, it's crazy. You know, so what's the what's the motivation for me to like, you know, when I see all this money getting moved around, I'm over here passing out tips and stuff like that. You know, like
you should find,
especially when I've been there before, dude. I'm not just a fucking career manager, bro. Like I'm a better bartender than you. I'm a better bartender than my own bartenders and a server. You know, yeah. So
hey, so what's your thoughts on managers keeping tip money?
It depends what they do. Like what context? Like I'm working a shift.
Yeah.
Who's
you're like to what capacity?
Well, to what capacity? Did someone call out sick and I'm working the shift now?
Somebody called in sick or there's not enough people for the schedule.
And I get tipped out and at the end of the shift I have tips.
Is that fucked up? Or is that part of your job description?
I don't think there's nothing wrong with it.
For real?
I don't think there's nothing wrong with it.
Explain.
Because I worked the whole shift at that point, and it's not a shift. It's not something that I.
But you're still getting salaried. You're getting more than the hourly that your fellow bartenders are getting. And as a manager, isn't it your job to step in when times are
true? But
it's not like you're consistently on the schedule every Saturday night.
Right. However, that goes to my point, though. I'm going above and beyond my.
But that's your title.
It is my title, but I'm going above and beyond.
100%.
So
man down, step up, manager.
Because let me ask you this: who's going to get the money?
Oh, the bartenders.
So I should split it up between the bartenders that didn't work?
No, everybody that worked.
Oh, okay. So I'm thinking like I'm a bartender on a solo shift.
Nah, if you on a solo shift, keep
that's what I'm saying, bro.
No. Okay, let me paint the context. Let me paint the context.
Okay.
So it's usually, you know what I mean? Say you need 5 bartenders in a night. There's only 4 and you need to step in and fill it.
Oh, they can have it.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's their money, bro. No, hell no. Hell no, you get some money.
I'm
thinking, no, the hell no.
That's out of pocket, right?
Yeah, no, fucked up. So I'm thinking like because in the context of the restaurant that I worked at,
like if I call off and I'm the only bartender.
We ran one bartender. So it's like, you know, sometimes, okay, the morning bartender, like, hey, I got sick, whatever, this and that. I'm not going to be in. Okay, whatever. Now I got to roll my sleeves up and be bartender.
Oh, okay.
Along with my job and stuff like that.
But that's your money.
So whatever tips I got collected, you know, and you know what? I wouldn't even me myself, I wouldn't even like keep the tip. If it wasn't like, if I wasn't too demanding of a shift and maybe I had like, you know, it's a morning shift, maybe I had like 5 guests, whatever. It was nothing to help them out. And I had extra money, like, you know, I would kick it down to my busser or something like that, you know? But
obviously if you got your ass whooped.
If I'm ever here actually working the shift like that, bro, like and maybe there's another manager on the shift. We're 2 managing, and I'm just delegated to being here as a bartender. Yeah, I mean, no one else will get this money, bro. Fuck that shit.
That's 100%.
But okay, you're talking about like on a shift. You're in the context of like, you know, a place
with other people.
Yeah, hell
you know
no,
I mean?
no, that's bartender's money.
Yeah, you feel me?
Has that happened or?
It was just a story in my head.
Yeah,
it's an example in my head I wanted to bring out and see what your thoughts were.
How about this? How about since we're on the topic? I mean, what do you think about owners keeping tips?
I don't see the point. I've never seen an owner keep the money.
Me neither.
Because put it this way, bro, I feel like an owner, they'd be laughing at themselves in their head if they took that 500 because they like, the fuck's is 500 for me?
$500 in tips?
Yeah.
Like, damn, that's a lot of money. Fuck.
Oh, it is. But granted, maybe I'm tripping and, you know, they think that an owner would look, 500 is still 500. I'm not saying it's not 500.
So I was at this bar a couple days ago and my homegirl was bartending and they did like some late night food, whatever.
Yeah.
So the owner's there. The owner goes in the kitchen, whatever, because like it has a whole kitchen and stuff like that. But the kitchen's not open. But he did like late night food since he was there. If you want to order some food, whatever.
He was cooking.
Yeah, if you wanted to order some food, like it was like a little tiny ass menu. Like,
he would cook it. Though.
Yeah, he would cook it. And so the guy orders like, okay, you know, he already closed out. He's like, because it's cash only. So he's like, okay, let me get some food to go. Orders food to go, and then he like, does he? I mean, do I tip on this? Like, how does this work? He's like, I mean, you know, if people tip, it usually just goes to me as a bartender. The owner doesn't really take tips. And I'm thinking like, I mean, that sounds about right. It sounds about normal. But then like, you know, as I'm just thinking like, you know, why not though? And then my reason for telling that guy like, you know, why he wouldn't is just, I was like, he'd be double dipping at that point.
100%.
Because he's the owner. Right?
Because you're already getting money off of the business.
Right, exactly. You're patronizing you're patronizing my business. I'm getting something from this somewhere in the mix. And you don't need to tip me really necessarily.
And it's one of those.
I'd be like tip my bartender.
I was about to say, like, if I'm in that situation, even if you slide me money, I'm just giving it to my bar.
Right. Yeah.
I think at that point, you're as an owner, it's all about staff appreciation. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Show your people that you care.
That $5 goes a much longer way giving it to my bartender and letting them know that I want them to have it rather than me putting it in my pocket.
100%. Because what the fuck's $5 to you, bro?
Exactly. You know, I mean, and
you own the bar.
You own the bar. Yeah, no, I think, yeah, no, I'd rather have my staff feel appreciated and like, you know that like, hey, I'm here to support you. You know, this is an incentive for like, you know, also like, you know, upselling food and stuff like that. You know, so if they give you anything extra, it's for you. And fuck it, you know.
I feel it.
I fuck with owners like that. You know, I don't really have a lot of nightmare owner stories, but I've heard a lot of nightmare owner stories from motherfuckers. Yeah. So
going back to working for an owner that's hands on, I will say this though, is that I have seen like they tend to. I mean, through my only experience and shit, if I lose my job because of this, fuck it. But the micromanaging is the thing that gets me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Like that's the thing. But
I guess it's all not to cut you off. I guess it's also one of those where you have a special bond to it, so you're nitpicking everything. I don't know.
Yeah, and the thing about that is there's also a difference when you have like a single owner and like a partner of owners, because when you're the single owner, although they might be always open to suggestion, at the end of the day, their word is law. Yeah, you know, and so like you kind of just got to figure out like, you know, well, you're not going to listen to me anyway. So, you know, why do I even care to like, you know, suggest anything or bring anything up? The lack of checks and balances as far as like, you know, well, if he has a bad idea or it turns out to be a bad idea, he has to like, you know,
be held accountable.
He has to be held accountable. Yeah. Whereas like, you know, I've worked for places that have multiple people and, you know, they kind of check each other pretty well, you know, and I think that's part of why they went into business with each other, because, you know, they do hold each other accountable and stuff. Yeah. When you have that single owner who just kind of micromanages, like, you know, how do you tell him? Who tells him? Yeah, you know, how do we tell him? Like, you know, and fuck without hurting your feelings. How do we do it without like, you know, him thinking that, you know, we're trying to fuck up his business and things like that.
Or like that you coming for him or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and at the end of the day, like, you know, I think I'm very fortunate that I have an owner currently who is really cool with like being open to criticism and stuff like that. I mean, he's not without his faults, but you know,
is it only one location for y'all, or y'all got multiple?
It's just one. There's one right there. Yeah. I mean, he's always open to buying at the location, but I don't advise it. Unless you got the capital like that, you know, because I think once you do that, then one of the businesses start to suffer because like, you know,
attention.
Do y'all
get busy like that? I mean, I've been there a couple times, but it hasn't.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it gets busy, you know, but like I feel like I don't know, things have just been so much different, you know, since the pandemic and stuff like that. I mean, I know that might sound
How long you been here?
Like over almost a year and a half now. Year and a half, yeah.
Yeah.
Almost like a whole year now. No, not a year and a half. It's almost been a whole year. I think it has been a whole year. It was a whole year about to go.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is the money cool there?
It's cool, man. It's only supposed to be temporary though, so you know.
Oh, is that what you? There's the job.
Damn. So now everything comes full circle now. Huh? So that's why he's bringing that up. Yeah, man. It was
Hop skipped and jumped his way to the bar lead. Now he's like the bar program director.
Yeah, no, kind of like,
which is cool though. At least you're getting.
It is cool, man. It's cool. Like, you know, titles are cool and everything, but it's like, you know,
I'm trying to get the fuck about this. Well,
like, my whole thing was like, you know, I was trying to move and, you know, start bartending in other places because I wanted to, you know, kind of, you know, expand my skills and knowledge in that way. And then when I felt like physically it couldn't happen like that anymore, or that wasn't in the foreseeable future, I started just kind of taking it into my own hands and just building my shit here. And, you know, I've gotten into relationships since then, and I've gotten out of them. And then, you know, things have kind of come into my life that, you know, kind of anchored me here into, you know, to the point where I have to be here for now. That's not off the table in the future, but, you know, it is like now I am not where I thought I would be originally. So, you know, I kind of got to pull myself away, like, you know, now. I kind of just gotta forcefully kind of pull myself out and like,
now.
put myself out there and get myself into a situation that I think is going to benefit me the best moving forward. So there's that.
No, I mean, I feel it, bro. I mean, just with your like from the time that I've known you now, like and your the network that you have and the knowledge that you are looking for and have been searching and finding in this like space is more than where you at right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Like you got untapped like talent at this point.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, but I'm also at the point where it's like, I'm tired of it. I want some respect put on my name now. Yeah. Because I'm the dude like who, people are surprised when they meet because I work at this bar that doesn't necessarily reflect how much I know and how much I know, where I've been, who I know, and what I'm capable of doing, but it becoming the end of this year and like next year, just right around the corner, like, I want my fucking flowers now. And I want my respect put on my goddamn name. Shit. So like, I want to be at the bar when people walk in and people, be like, of course, yeah. Not like, oh, wow. Like you're a really good bartender. Yeah. You're a mixologist. What are you doing here? Like, I'm sick of that shit now. Like, I'm like, I don't want to be a secret anymore. I want to be, I want to be him. So
he's like, I want to shine.
I want to shine. It's like I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly here. And yeah, man. It's so funny. I had this exact conversation with my fucking dad the other day because I told him about the news, and he was like, well, and he's always just kind of he supports me 100%, but he's always just trying to like challenge me from different perspectives. He's like, do you feel like this is gonna be a good move for you? I know you're kind of taking yourself out of like, a certain situation that has proven to be stable, especially at this current juncture in your life and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I think it is, because it's not necessarily me closing a door and opening up another one because I don't burn bridges and I'm not burning one in this regard, but I do like want to take a leap. Yeah. I do want to fucking, try something different, man,
Yeah,
so. I mean, look at you. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I think, moving out on your own, getting this other job and, sacrificing your free time and diving and pouring yourself into making this podcast and this production thing happen takes courage, is a leap of faith in its own way. Yeah, but, we all want to be somewhere. We all have dreams and stuff like that. But like, are we willing to, rip the Band-Aid off and make the change necessary to do it?
Hey, what type of what's it called? Like spots have you looked into? Like type of bars. You know what I mean? Because Brandon Lounge seems just like kind of like an after version of the bar scene.
I mean, I need to be at a spot that's like. I mean, I need to be at a spot like a. I don't want to name places in San Jose, so I'm going to name places in San Francisco. Yeah. Like a True Laurel, like a Trick Dog, like a place that's going to foster like the type of bartenders that are much better than me. Yeah. Because I can't be the best bartender at a bar anymore. And no shade to the rest of my staff, but I'm the best bartender at my bar. And I can't be that way. I just can't be that way. I mentioned before on the last podcast, like, surrounding yourself with bartenders that are better than you or people that are more that are, very capable in the craft as well, is in any industry is the best way, I think, to elevate your game. And, I want to be showing up to work and be right next to people that are, going to be pushing me to constantly be better. A long time ago, I thought SP2 was that spot, that's why when I think I met with Don at one point and I was like, hey man, like, and this was before I got picked up at Branham. I was like, should I come back to SP2, this and that? And he's like, bro, don't come to SP2. SP2 is, not the place to foster that type of growth for you at the moment. He didn't say that, but that's the nice version. No, that's the nice version of,
Oh, what he said.
Yeah, that's it. Like, that's what I'm gonna say. I'll tell you what he said after.
Nah,
but
I feel that.
But no, shout out to the spot that I'm at now. Like the Brandon Lounge was the necessary step for me at that moment. Yeah. This is a year ago. I had to do that because they gave me the space and they gave me the creative freedom to not just travel to all these places that I have the past year, but also get to experiment with new things and also just have the support all around that I, was never really used to, especially when it came to bartending. So, I've yet to talk to my owner about me stepping down at my current position, but by the time this fucking airs, it's gonna be already like, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like we're not airing this till November, right? Like this October. This will drop on end of October.
End of October, yeah.
Right? Yeah, by then I'll be already fucking training at the new spot, so he'll have to know already. So,
yeah. It's crazy. This was a cool episode, bro.
It was cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking.
I felt like we like kind of jumped around a little bit, but we kind of talked about a lot of stuff though.
Yeah. I think that idea of bringing on, I think more so it'd have to be like a street interview style.
Mm-hmm.
Like go pop up on one of these bars and like, you know what I mean? Come up with something or interview these random ass guests. What it's like dating a bartender. What it's like.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely need to have our first guest. I mean, not our first guest on, but like, I mean, Courtney on soon and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, now that we actually got now that I'm settled in, you know what I mean? It'll be easier to like plan all this shit out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. When I asked you what days are available, you pretty much just gave me any time that you weren't working. And I was like, okay, well, what day do you prefer? Because, like.
At this point, bro, I'm just looking at life like one big like time block. You know what I mean? And if I can't do one thing at one point, just move it to the next block. Like even like, bro, I remember the first week I was in here, like I was walking back home, assembling shit on my break, going back to work, fucking coming back. Like I'm just really trying to like, that's the only way this shit's gonna work.
Damn, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
what are you trying to do? What are you doing tonight? I mean, as far as like, when this is all put away and stuff like that, what are you working on?
Just probably editing.
Okay.
I gotta, do the, pretty much finish up all the short, like I'm trying to like get all these clips done for the rest of this month and have it all set. And then put out the video. And then at least that way I can start editing for next month. Gotta plan like the recording for the ID please. And yeah, man, fucking.
Do you watch any like TV or no?
Nah.
Like, are you watching any shows right now or no?
Nah, bro. Honestly, the only thing that I'll watch, and I'll be real,
reruns of something, huh?
Is Gil's Arena.
What the fuck is that?
It's Gilbert Arenas. He got the sports show.
Oh, it's like a podcast or the Gil's Arena? It's like something on in the background, huh?
Yeah, that's like the shit I'll just be randomly having. I mean, outside of that, bro, like shit, I just don't got any Hulu accounts, Netflix accounts.
No more. I mean, if you're not watching anything, save you money.
Certain friendships ended and passwords got changed, so
What? Wait, what? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about these accounts. I had a bunch of different accounts.
Bro. I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. It's funny. One of my boys just gave me his Crunchyroll account, and I'm just watching anime and shit like that.
Hey, shout out to Brother Wilson. He gave me his Crunchyroll. Pause.
Oh yeah, did he?
Yeah. Big pause. But yeah. Hey, real quick before we sign out this bitch, yo, you been peeping this Diddy shit,
bro? I was about to ask you.
Hold on, let me make sure this shit's still recording real quick. Oh, yeah.
Bro, I was just about to ask you when we were setting up. I was like, should I bring up the Diddy stuff? I'm like, I mean, I don't know if you like really fucks with it like that.
Oh, bro. I remember I got the first fucking message and I'm like, it's happening.
This is crazy, bro. I don't, so they said they've arrested him and have seized over 1,000 bottles of baby oil,
which is crazy.
We'll get to that in a second. He's tried to post bail like what, $500,000 or
no? They said 50 mil.
50 million to post bail. He
got denied.
They said no, bro. He ain't getting out, bro.
Bro, he's sweating right now.
50 million is a lot of money. They said no.
They said no.
Oh my god! Because they know he's running. Because they know once he's out, they're not going to get him back.
Which is crazy. I mean, they said they were going to seize his passports. The only places that he could travel is from New York and Florida. But
they don't want this man out
at all, bro. This dude's a fucking menace.
1,000 bottles of baby oil. How do you get that, bro?
1,000 bottles of baby oil.
1,000 bottles of. So wait, like
you talk about like how do you make that purchase?
Did you buy it in bulk? Like did you get it at a discount? Like is this acquired over time, baby oil? You know, we got
then-
half open bottles and, you know, some, you know, like.
And how big are these bottles?
Is it like buying like, you know, a new chapstick? You don't actually finish this old chapstick. You just buy a new one and then.
You just got a shit ton of like half these big old bottles. Just
bottles. Like, were they all full? Like.
You got one person solely dedicated to merging bottles.
There's got to be a baby oil closet or a baby oil room. Like where do you keep all that baby oil?
But hey, here's the crazy shit. The amount of people that are about to come out that are on these tapes, it's going to be people that we're just going to be sitting there like, damn, bro, not him. You know what I mean?
Not him. Do you think a lot of people are going to come out? I mean,
bro, I think a lot of people are going to like be exposed on, like, bro, he has everything recorded. Like, I heard that Ben Affleck broke up with Jennifer Lopez because he got word that she's spotted on a couple of these tapes and she's about to get tied down on this. That's why he ended up filing for divorce.
Oh my!
He's like, back, give me 6 feet.
This is about to go crazy, bro.
Bro, do you know who's having a field day right now?
Who?
50 Cent.
No, yeah, no, he loves this shit, bro.
This Diddy doc is finna make him a millionaire.
He bought the rights to that or what?
Bro, he already said it's like under works.
Oh
and he's probably about to release
I'm gonna pull up on. I'm gonna open up Hulu one day and it's just gonna be on there, bro. I'm like, wow,
bro.
Diddy's done, huh? Like
Diddy's done, bro. 30 years of success, and now he's 54, bro. He's probably gonna be in prison until he's 80.
Bro, that's crazy. Watch it comes out that he killed Tupac. Like
Biggie,
yeah,
Craig Mack, Aaliyah,
man,
Left Eye.
Damn, because they wanted to. They because they knew, and they had to go.
Anybody that knew had to go, bro.
I never fucked with Diddy like that though before. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, and it was never a man that I was vocally like, fuck him. But like, I just never really rocked with him like that, you know.
Yeah.
Like when it came to being like somebody, it's like I never wanted to be like Diddy. I
never knew anybody that wanted to be like Diddy though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then again, maybe that was like I just wasn't around that generation. You know what I mean? Because like even then, like because when you think about it, Diddy was just like an extra out like DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, pretty much.
I guess you could say that in reverse too. DJ Khaled is an extra out Diddy, but like
true.
Khaled ain't out here just fucking getting caught with 1,000 bottles of baby oil. You know what I mean? That shit is crazy, bro.
Man, do you want to go to Diddy party or did you want to go to Diddy party? I mean, would you want to go to a Diddy party?
That statement just sounds crazy.
A Diddy party just sounds crazy, bro.
You can't even say to go to a Diddy party? Like bro, the one party that I was trying to go to would have been like the fucking Jamie Foxx's parties.
I mean, yeah.
I heard his parties used to get lit. I'm over here talking like I had an end of one of those. Like, yeah, man, the homie told me it was cool to pull up. I just couldn't, you know.
Bruh, that's crazy. Take me to the Diddy party.
Shit, man. We'll see what in a month from now where all this shit is. I mean, he's probably not gonna get prosecuted or like sentenced till next year.
Yeah, the trial.
Yeah, all that.
So he's just gonna sit in jail or sit in prison or wherever they're keeping him.
He's gonna be sitting.
Damn, you think you're gonna kill himself?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, we'll see.
Like you think with us, like it might be a whole like Jeff Epstein situation.
I mean, shit, bro. Maybe they take him out.
Yeah,
because the tapes is the crazy part, bro. The fact that you got these people like doing out of pocket shit recorded, like that's like, bro, that's almost like Scientology with John Travolta and fucking
Tom Cruise.
You know what I mean? Because you know how like with Scientology they like when you start, you know, like have you ever been approached by those people?
No, not really,
bro. I remember when I was a freshman at San Jose State.
Scientologists really?
Yeah, they had these motherfuckers. They were posted at like. Now that I think about it, all 4 main exits of like the campus, but they have these little these readers is what they call them, and they're 2 like electromagnetic little handles that you hold, and pretty much it'll give a response whether you're lying or not type shit. So they'll ask you different questions, and you know what I mean, try to like get to know you or whatnot. But as you go deeper and you have these sessions, once you're deeper into Scientology, as John Travolta and Tom Cruise are, they got filing cabinets of just like a bunch of the information that they've divulged about their life, personal shit. You know what I mean? To the point where they can't leave Scientology because they got all this information about you.
Bro, see, like, you know, that's... see, you're not going to get me. Like, I mean, I would hope you don't get me, but that's crazy, bro. Like, at no point did you think that this is suspicious?
Like, why are you telling them that you got fucked?
They're like, so go to know these 2 rods for me. So, what'd you have for breakfast? Have you ever ran a red light? You ever fucking your kids?
Yes, no.
No. Wait, what? Huh? Got you.
It's a safe space.
Got you.
That
Damn.
shit is crazy, but
That's
yeah,
wild.
man. But we'll see, man. So shit. Next episode, new job, new man.
Yeah.
New people.
Next episode, what we got going on? I mean, I go to Portland in 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
So I'll be
Portland
there.
cocktail week.
Yeah, I'll be there for
Excited?
2. Yeah, bro. I'm
You
just
like checked off hella shit this year, bro.
bro. I've been to hell places. I was just in Belize not so long
Gang,
ago.
gang.
Gang. You know, tight.
Just a
tight
casual
shit,
Belize
you
trip.
know, some Burna Boy shit.
That is crazy.
Yeah, and I'll be going to Portland in 2 weeks. Then I'll be after that. That's it. That's my last trip of the year. I mean, unless someone wants to fucking fly me out, unless Santa wants to fly me out to the North Pole, I think that'll be it.
Out here making spiked hot
Yeah, but when I
cocoa.
come back, I should start the trade at the new job, and then we'll get kicked off mid-November with the Sippin' Santa. So
easy. Ooh, sipping Santa. If y'all
yeah,
know,
we're gonna
y'all
be
know.
a Sippin' Santa. Because we're opening in November, we're just gonna be Sippin' Santa until December. We'll do our launch of our actual menu in January. So
Yeah, I feel it. What days you gonna be working? Are they open 7 days a week?
they're gonna be because of the area that we're in. The Sofa District, a lot of things aren't really open, especially on like a Monday, Tuesday, and stuff like that. There's not that many. I mean, you got O Flats that open every day, and then maybe 5 Points might be open every day.
Might try to do a little.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? My
Yeah.
God.
So, I mean,
Over here.
and we're brand new, so I mean, you know.
And I would think my fucking owner would be like, "Yeah, Ronnie, here's the assist."
So like that's what I'm thinking. So like I you know,
oh my god,
that's why I
bro.
kind of brought that up because it's like, you know, and like I asked him the type of people that he's bringing over, and it's like, you know,
He's
he
like,
left it
"Nah,
off a
Ronnie."
few, you know, but I don't see why, you know, but like to your point, like it's like, oh no, you know, we need you here. We can't have you here.
But y'all not open the days I want to work. Days,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. There you go. See, yeah,
But I think that's gonna be one of those like I'm gonna position it. I'm gonna position it.
yeah.
Figure it out.
He said, man, he even said like, I mean, he might get free couch from the other spot too. So
Of course.
yeah,
I mean,
why would he not? Yeah, like
You know what I
exactly.
mean? They get everything.
Yeah, they do. We'll talk more of it.
All right, man.
All right.
Well, shit, bro. We got another episode in the books. Episode
For
4,
sure.
Other Side of the Glass.
Right
Thank
on,
y'all
man.
for joining. It's your boy Ronnie.
It's your boy Joeweezy.